In today's video, I am creating some beautiful, fun Christmas DIYs, and actually one of these DIYs my husband said was the prettiest thing I've ever made, so you'll have to let me know if you agree. Hey sweet friends, and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited you are joining me today. I worked really hard on this video trying to put together some really fun but adorable Dollar Tree pieces. I tried to get super creative. I think they turned out adorable and I cannot wait to share. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. It really helps me out here on YouTube to grow my channel. Make sure you are subscribed if you love DIYing and crafting. Let me know what you are working on in the comments down below. I always love to hear about it, but let's go ahead and jump on into these fun DIYs. For the first project, I wanted to try to create a beautiful wall decor piece using a little red truck, and I know we all struggle to find the already painted red trucks from Dollar Tree, so I thought it would be really fun to show you guys how to make your own. I picked up this little car or van with the tree on the top. It was one of those little DIY natural wood packs from Dollar Tree, and I found a way to kind of easily modify it. I just drew the little hood of the truck, a line down, and then the little bed of the truck. And it was super easy. I just had to trim that with scissors. I did struggle a little bit. It takes a lot of force to cut this wood, but I am using a pair of older scissors because I didn't want to ruin my new ones. I did sand that down with a piece of sandpaper and then go ahead and paint that red.
Making our Christmas memories. I've been working so much lately, I can barely find the time to sleep. Yeah, I spend my time running around, keeping...
I ended up doing 2 coats of the red paint, and now it was time to add in all of the little details that is really going to make this truck stand out and look so beautiful. So the first thing, I painted the little window using the Silver Linings chalk paint by Waverly. I had to do a couple of coats of that. And then I love shading. I think that is what's going to make this truck so beautiful. So I'm using the original red color that I used with some brown paint, and I mixed that together, and then just shading around the outside of the truck as well as outlining like where the door and over the wheels will go.
It's a chance to start over new, 'cause I missed you, so I'm letting go of everything but you. These are the good times with you.
This wood cutout wasn't made perfect, so it does look a little weird whenever you paint the entire thing black. So I had to kind of shape it up a little bit, go back in with a little bit of red so that the tires looked more round and not so oblong. And then this makes it really just pop. I love how it looks like it's shining off of the window, but adding this white around the edges and in certain little places to really make this stand out. I feel like it gives it a lot of life and kind of looks a little cartoonish, but I love it. I think it is so cute. I also use the same white to paint inside of the tires, and I just love this step and really feel like it makes it pop.
Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be?
I wanted to make a cute little circle hanger, so I found this ornament from Dollar Tree. It's just a little sign. It had the metal ornament hanger at the top, so I ripped that off of the back or the front and then put that on the back. And I wanted to paint this rustic looking or distressed, so I'm barely adding in the white paint on the edges, mostly adding it into the center. But I think this is going to look beautiful behind that truck. And then for the bottom half, I wanted it more of like a bold pattern, so I'm using a piece of Hobby Lobby scrapbooking paper in the black and white buffalo check print and Mod Podging that down on the bottom.
And I've been longing to hold you close, forget about everyone else.
I hope you guys all have a fantastic Thanksgiving weekend or break if you're getting a little bit of time off. But we've been enjoying just family time right now, and then I cannot wait though to just fully go on into Christmas mode because we are going to be putting up our trees. My girls even want a tree in their room this year since they did get their own new little rooms, and hopefully they are done in the next couple of weeks so that we can put up them a little Christmas tree, but I cannot wait. So Christmas crafting is full on. We are having so much fun. Me and my little girls love to Christmas craft, and then of course I love making DIY home decor. It is so much fun. You'll have to let me know in the comments down below what you're working on right now for Christmas. Personally, I am loving little DIY ornaments. It is so much fun. And then I saw some really cool ideas on Pinterest to use some of the Dollar Tree little toys in like a snow globe or little Dollar Tree jars. So I cannot wait to put that on our tree this year. But this is how this little sign came together. I added a little grateful sign, a bow, and a piece of ribbon, but I think it is beautiful and it's perfect for anyone that is crazy about the little red truck. Next up, this is the project that I was mentioning that my husband loved so much. He just thought it looked so cabin cozy and just perfect. So I just was so happy that he liked this as well. And this is something that you can personalize 1,000 different ways. But I am taking one of the biggest flat canvases from Dollar Tree and I am Mod Podging down some scrapbooking paper. This is from Hobby Lobby, but I ended up using 2 pieces. Now, if I do put in a piece of advice, don't use Mod Podge for this. I would rather use a glue stick because I did have some wrinkling. I know that you can wet your scrapbooking paper just a tiny bit with a spray bottle or a damp cloth, but I just felt like it really wrinkled on this for some reason more than normal. So if I had it to do over, I would have used a glue stick because I am enjoying using that lately. So I go ahead and put the first one down, and then I tried to match it up in the center so the lines would kind of go together in the middle and you wouldn't pay attention to the seam. I just kept pushing it up until the lines met as close as possible. This didn't have to be perfect because I am going to be really decorating this, so I do end up pushing it just a little bit like in the middle but a little towards the top because that is where my next little piece is going to go. I trimmed off the edges and then let that completely dry before I decorate it. Next, I'm using Dollar Tree's little arrow, the wooden arrow. I take off the little jute string hanger. I trace this on a piece of black and red buffalo print scrapbooking paper, and then I go ahead and Mod Podge that down on top of the arrow.
Down and every child is having so much fun. The snowman is twice the size as me with a smile as quirky as mine. We're holding hands to keep each other warm while we stand.
I'm trying to make a fun little warm cabin here, but I thought that was really fun to use the bold print. And then I needed a little chimney, so I cut an extra piece of scrapbooking paper. I accidentally ended up cutting this way too short, so I did have to try to cover it over with a little bit of paint. But I made that stick up out of the edge, and then the roof, I wanted it to be a little bit 3D, but more have like wood tones. So I am cutting down a couple pieces of popsicle sticks, and this just worked perfect for the little roof.
Performing all the Christmas songs that we love. Yeah, all the Christmas songs that we love. And in a while we're gonna go inside and drink our chocolate pie.
This snowflake came from Target Dollar Spot in a pack of mini ornaments, but you definitely could use one of Dollar Tree's little DIY wooden stickers, the snowflake, and paint that white. And then I wanted it to look like it had some mini little trees around the edges, so I am cutting up some of, I think this is a Walmart floral pick, but I'm just trimming down some floral to put around the edges to really make that green pop out around that red, and then going in and gluing everything down. I ended up using another one of these words like I did in the first project. You can get a large pack of these. It comes with grateful, thankful, blessed. They were in like the fall Hobby Lobby section, but they all the time are like have little packs of wooden words, so you can definitely substitute this with anything that you could find.
All I want is to spend this day with you. Let me give you a Christmas, a moment we'll fill with love and joy.
And then this is my absolute favorite fun part to do, is adding in all of this fake snow by using white chalk paint. And I'm really trying to apply like thick coats so it looks more realistic. I do it around all of the raw edges, especially like the bottom and the top of the roof. I think that looks so much nicer. And then just to give it a little bit more texture, I dab on a ton of it around the cabin, like really getting it on the scrapbooking paper, and it just looks so beautiful. I even got a little bit on the blessed words, but I think it looks really pretty on the greenery.
I don't need any presents as long as I spend this day with you.
I I originally thought that I would frame this little sign, but then I thought it would be really cute as more of like a little scroll with wooden beads as the hanger. So I took a couple of Walmart's paint sticks. They are around $1 for 3. I cut them a little bit longer than the canvas itself and then dry brushed over them with brown, or mostly painted them. And then this canvas was flat, so it was hard to attach, but I took a jumbo popsicle stick, glued it halfway behind the canvas and then the other half on the little paint stick, and this worked perfect. It's still holding up really nice and tight. I did that for the top and the bottom, and then attached on the wooden beads the same way by adding another popsicle stick and putting the jute twine through the glue. I love, love, love traditional Christmas colors, so I really feel like this piece just goes perfect with my decor for the last couple of years, and I am staying on that train. I just love all things red and buffalo plaid, but I think this is gorgeous. I just love it so, so much. Next up, I'm going to share with you a DIY using another one of Dollar Tree's chargers. This time I picked this up in silver, and it is pretty as is, so you can definitely just keep it as is to make this DIY, but I wanted more of like a rustic galvanized look on the edges, so using some elephant color chalk paint and a large brush, I am dabbing the darker gray all over this and around the edges first, and then I decided to do the center. But I feel like it just really is the perfect color underneath the silver that was already on there to really make this look more like galvanized metal. I did it all over the edging and then decided to do the center. I add on my little stickers that I'm going to be adding, and then I do decide to go back in and paint the middle white. So you will see me change this up, but I do feel like that pop of white around the edges just really makes it look more like a realistic galvanized piece. And then I picked up these stickers from Target Dollar Spot. They were $1. I thought they were perfect for DIYing. They had several different options. I put the 25 down, and as well as the December, and then I just wasn't loving how it just didn't pop and have a lot of detail, so I do have to go in and fix that. I tried to start in the middle of the December so that I could get my letters as straight as possible, but that doesn't happen in the end. It is a little bit crooked, so I do add in something extra to make it a little bit more even. Peeling these stickers up weren't too difficult. I was just mostly scared about ripping them, but I did set them to the side and just kind of tack them on the edge of the table so that they did hang off and keep the stickiness there. And then, like I said, painted the center with the white. So I had it pretty much straight the first time, but the second time I just didn't get the December directly under the 25, so I do go back in and add a little star. Before I add anything though, I do take this outside and spray it with some clear gloss Rust-Oleum, because you can see like the difference in the flat Waverly chalk paint and then the shiny stickers. So you can see after I spray painted it, it just give it all a really shiny, nice, even effect. So I really like that. And then using some of Dollar Tree's little red polka dot ribbon, this worked perfect. I think it's really cute, makes it look a little bit more whimsical. To make an easy bow, I just make 2 loops of the ribbon and then add another piece for the tail. I double knot that in the center with a piece of jute twine and then glued that to the top. The piece that I do add by the December is just one of the DIY Dollar Tree stickers. This was actually one of the gold little stars, but I ended up painting it white on the back so that I can add it, and it just makes it look a little bit more even because it was bothering me so bad that the December wasn't in the center of the 25. But this is how it came together. I think it is adorable, would be so cute on a hot cocoa bar in the kitchen. I paired it with a little cookie jar and some peppermint spoons, and I think it is adorable. Thank you all so much for coming along and crafting with me today. I love crafting and it just means so much that I have so many of you guys to share it with. So don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Make sure you are subscribed. I have a ton of more Christmas DIYs coming your way and I cannot wait to share. This shirt also come from Sam's Club. I know I mentioned that in one of my recent videos, but they have the cutest stuff in there. So make sure you check them out if you are wanting some cute little Christmas shirts, but I think they do go fast. But I will see you guys next time. Thanks for hanging out with me and happy crafting. Bye!